So let's get in a sense of what are the kind of expectations from the industry. Jayant Mhaiskar, who's the Vice Chairman and MD of MEP Infra, now joins us on the show. Great to have you with us. First up, budget is less than just a couple of days away, especially just the railway budget. If you can give us your overall expectations from it, and also in terms of the road sector viewpoint, the road ministry has asked for allocation to be doubled to 85,000 crores. What kind of will this create for opportunity, this will create for developers?
Hi, good afternoon. Basically, as far as the budget expectations from the road sector are concerned, in the last 18 months, I think the government has definitely taken up major steps in terms of doing some reforms in the sector. As far as the government spending in the infrastructure is concerned, I think the new model which the government is coming out is with the hybrid annuity model, predominantly in which the developer would get a support of up to 40% of the total project cost by the government, which also makes the viability of the project more better in terms of the lender support.
Right. Jen, just 1 second there. I need to mark Z Entertainment. Let's just bring up the stock for the benefit of our viewers. Remember, in yesterday's session, Z Entertainment was holding out. Even on today's day of trade, after laboring around 388 odd, you've seen that big spike coming in the stock, nudging almost, actually making a dash for 400, but just falling short at 392. So keep an eye out. That's a good, almost $6-7 gained in matter of a few seconds. Jayant, coming back, the demand from the industry is really when it comes to taxes, tax holidays, allowing companies to file consolidated tax returns. Do you think that at this point in time, the government should oblige and give that benefit?
I think the way the government is looking out, or what we understand from the last few days media report, is the consolidation of consolidation benefit for tax payment to to the government on account of the infra companies would definitely be a welcome move in terms of actually managing projects where you have the different SPVs, where consolidation of tax payment is something which definitely will be helpful for the industry in terms of giving an acceleration to the growth.
Okay. Also, do you see any challenges?
Also, the minimum tax which is currently levied on...
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, the minimum alternate tax which is currently levied on the existing infra projects, if that also is relooked, is something which also will be a welcome move as far as the promoters are concerned, and also the investors who are backing these large investments.
All right. Do you see any challenges to the public-private partnership model for infrastructure development? How would you like the government to improve it? I've spoken to a lot of foreign investors, and they're saying that there needs to be some sort of a guarantee clause that needs to be put in to the PPP model, and some sort of defined formula when it comes to returns. Part of it could be assured returns, but part of it could also be linked to execution.
I think there are two aspects of it. One is the PPP, in which there is a BOT toll model, and the second is the hybrid annuity or the annuity model, where the government gives you a fixed annuity, either a quarterly or a 6 monthly or a yearly kind of a fee structure, where the annuity is paid to the developer based on the amount quoted by the developer at the beginning of the project. As far as the toll BOTs are concerned, I think the government policy on toll has evolved over the last 18 months or 2 years. Now, the kind of response what we have been getting from the lenders as well as the investors is the toll policy is more or less now clear in terms of the implementability of it. However, I think the states also should be in line with the national policy on the toll, wherein there can be I would say uniform toll policy which will be implemented across the country, which enables to bring in the kind of I would say confidence within the lenders and the investors for states to get the kind of investment they're expecting.
Okay. Also, Jayant, now the road ministry is focusing on improving safety standards of the company's roadways. How exactly do you think this can be implemented?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? You are a little inaudible.
Just talking about the road industry, or rather how the government is focusing on improving the road safety standards of the roadways. How exactly do you think that can be implemented?
I think as far as the safety standard of the roads are concerned, the design part in any road plays a very vital element. As far as the current scheme of things goes, the government is definitely encouraging a lot of private developers to have the DBFO model, wherein the design part also is looked after by the developer. As far as the safety is concerned, I think it is not only the responsibility of the road maker or the government, but it is also the responsibility of the user who actually uses that particular road. As far as the durability of the roads are concerned, government is also encouraging building a lot of, I would say, CC pavement, which is a concrete pavement roads, which will definitely help in terms of durability as well as the longevity of an asset.
Right. Also, just one aspect, generating long-term funding for the sector has been a challenge. The government has been trying to woo foreign pension funds, infrastructure funds have also, the National Infrastructure Fund, in fact, has been set up. But money has, been reluctant to come into this sector in a meaningful manner. You answered part of that question earlier, but, can you give us, as we wrap up this interview, 3 important steps that the government can take to actually convince foreign investors to invest in infrastructure for the long haul?
I think there are, as you rightly said, there are multiple steps which are already taken. I think the toll policy, which was important, is more or less now evolved. The second is the land acquisition, which is more or less being currently addressed by the government, particularly in the hybrid annuity model, wherein the government, unless there is a 90% acquisition of land done, does not get into the bidding process at all. The third most important is availability of long-term funding. I think what the government can do is basically what we have been tracking for a very long time on the TOT model. If that money is raised by the government, which close to around 100,000 crores, I think that also will be helpful in terms of getting in more EPC contracts and hybrid annuity projects, which will bring in the projects which are languishing over a period of time.
Okay, Jayant, we'll let you go on that. Thanks very much for taking time out and sharing the industry outlook as well as your business or rather budget expectations with us on Market Sense. Well, that's the word coming in from MEP Infra, and as we speak, the market's clearly trending lower and at the day's low, 85 odd points shaved off at this point of time. Let's quickly slip into a short break, but on the other side, we have lots lined up. We tell you about the stocks to keep on your radar. Stay tuned.